Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're all very well. So let me see if I can bring this up here. Oops, that's not working. Oops, that's not working either. Just a moment. I knew this wouldn't work on the night. Patience is a virtue. Here we go. Okay. Apologies for that. So thank you all for coming back and spending the night with me. So I want to say a big hello to Paul McHugh. Thank you for coming on, Paul. We have Draconic, great to see you. Ministerian, great to have you on. Red Gren, great to see you. CGM, welcome back. QA Library, great to see you. And thanks for that. I'm going to come to that comment in a moment. We have Conservator, great to see you. Cavan Lad, great to have you on. Magister, Kieran, great to see you. CGM, great to have you on. CGM, Giro, Keith, Jack, Lindsay, Dave. Much easier to say hello to everyone now. We're a much smaller group. Jim, great to see you. Jim, hope you're well. Obi Don, welcome back. Glasgow Kiss, great to see you once again. Black Hole, great to have you on. So this stream is a special stream, just to follow what's happening during the night. Of course, there's no obligation to stay on here. We're just going to talk about the election. I'm going to look at the data as it's coming in. Some polling stations have already closed, and we have some results so far. There, of course, states that have been called and were expected to fall for either Donald Trump or Joe Biden. So I'm just going to show you what we have. So we have here, just a few minutes ago, Joe Biden wins Vermont. So that was expected. Like if we look at, let me bring it up here on 538 once again, just to look at the map. So we can look at the map and see how things are. No, it was 270 to win. 270 to win. Interactive map. So we have up here Vermont, dark blue, expected to go for Joe Biden. So that's not earth-shattering news. So hello everyone who's come on the stream. Great to have you on. Just if you're new, if you've just come on the stream, you're probably wondering what the hell's going on here. Hi Max, come stai? Molto bene, grazie Alexius. So let's see how things progress during the night. I'm going to give a bit of commentary on this. What is the time where you are, Max? It's almost 1:15 a.m. here in Italy. Abs the dabs. Yeah, it's 2-ish where you are. Okay, it's 1 in the night. Abs 1:15 more or less here in Italy. But I'm going to stay on for as long as I can. I have 2 bottles of beer, so when I start to see the numbers of viewers go down to 0, then I'll probably know it's time to go. Look, we're not probably going to get all the results we need to call the election tonight, probably. But what I want to do is focus on particular states such as Florida and maybe Pennsylvania, because if we can see results coming in for those, then it's probably possible for us to have a good idea of how the election is going. 2 bottles a week. And it's not even strong stuff. What is it? I know Jim is great. Jim has the best stuff. I just have Franciskaner, and I also have Paulinger, which is my two of my favorite beers. So I'm gonna have that. I don't have coffee. I have beer. This is a very informal chat. It's not our typical Tuesday or Friday night stream. So we have 6 seconds in. First polls have closed in Florida, and there have already some worrying signs for Donald Trump, who won the state by 1 point in 2016. It says here, Joe Biden appears poised to carry the bellwether Pinellas County, which Trump also won by 1 point 4 years ago. 1 point. Now, if Trump had won, a massive victory in that county and Joe Biden won a massive victory this time, then it would be much better. But is a slight flip there. So GOP outperformed Dems in Pinellas by about 21,000 votes on election day. So I'm going to say it's safe to say Pinellas will go blue. In Bellwether, Pinellas County, I know I'm mispronouncing, a county Donald Trump won by 1% in 2016. The early vote went 53.53% to Joe Biden, 45%, 31.31 to Donald Trump. Caveat, GOP vastly outperformed Dems on election day. So that's interesting. But of course that's just one county, so we have to, take it carefully, calm down at the moment. It's not don't open the champagne yet. Of course, Joe Biden won Vermont. Just looking at some of the other results that have come in before we came on the stream. Democrat Mark Warner wins re-election to U.S. Senate for Virginia. That's great news for the Democrats there. Trump wins Kentucky as expected. We don't have the results for Kentucky. It'd be nice to see by how much. Because if Trump's vote decreased in Kentucky, that would be very bad news for him. Remember, without Florida, Trump can't win. Yes, if Trump loses Florida, it's pretty much over. It's all about Florida, right? Yeah, pretty much, Scraggy Bear. Welcome to everyone who's just come on the stream. Lydia, Pace, and Kiss My Estate Class. I love these names. Careful now. Yes, careful now. We have to be very careful about what we say about what's happening. But Florida is the one to watch. I hope. There's also a possibility something else could come out of the blue. We're all focusing on Florida, and it turns out to be, I don't know, California or somewhere else. But I don't think that's the case. William, thank you so much for that super chat. Reporting from Boston, thank you so much. Well, I'm pretty sure where you are is going to vote Democrat. So thanks for that very kind $5. Florida, as always. Yeah, Florida is such a weird state. People in the United States say Florida is the weirdest state in the union. Floridians are weird people. I hope there's somebody from Florida on the stream tonight. Florida, all the Cubans are definitely voting Trump. I'm betting he wins the state. I wouldn't bet on anything tonight, really. Let's see. We have another update. It says here, 2/3 voters said that they were driven to vote by their opinion of Donald Trump, casting the election as a referendum on the president, according to the Associated Press, as expansive survey of. Yeah, and I've been saying this all the while. It's not just this year. Every year is a vote on the incumbent, is a referendum on the incumbent. You're not voting for Joe Biden. You're either voting for Donald Trump or against Donald Trump. That's how it always is. Because we don't even know what Joe Biden is going to do. We don't know what Joe Biden can do. But we know what Donald Trump has done. We know. So you're voting for more of the same, or you're voting against more of the same. It's irrelevant that Joe Biden is there. You could have a bottle of beer against Donald Trump, and you'd be voting either for Donald Trump or against Donald Trump. How's it going, Max? Bad vibes about tonight, as you wouldn't bet on anything. I got burnt back in 2016. I felt that it was in the bag for. I couldn't imagine Hillary Clinton losing. Although there was a small sort of scratch, in the back of my head that was saying it's unusual to have a president, for 2 consecutive presidencies and then have the same party win again. That was the only thing that was going against Hillary Clinton in my mind. The polling was all going in her way, but there was part of me that said it's unusual that you would have a Democrat win a third time, or even a Republican win a third time. There's always a switch. And then I just put it to the back of my mind, and I said, look, Hillary Clinton's going to win, and we know the results there. Miami is entirely plastered in Trump signs. There's this Victor, thanks for that comment. There's a Trump store and a tent selling personality cult gear in every town. Their ground game is serious. I think they have this feeling that if they win it, they would be able to maybe convince the country that they have won. So if Trump wins Florida, it's like, see, we're not out of the game, and that's all that's what they're hoping for, is the momentum. I really hope Biden wins, but I've got a weird feeling about like 2016. Me too, Jack. I have this sick feeling in my stomach that, it's all going to go pear-shaped for some reason. I hope I'm not wrong, of course. Hello, I'm from Pinellas County, Florida. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, we got some Americans on the stream. That's fantastic. Great to have you on. Welcome. It's Pinellas. Sorry, apologies, Pinellas. Okay, thanks for that. I'm learning, and I'm learning now. It's Pinellas. What the hell was I saying before? If you're familiar with this channel, if you're familiar with me, you know that I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Look at it this way: can a guy become president that has a wife been sleeping around? No. Why do you think Hillary would ever become president? I'm from Naples, Florida. If you drive in Florida, you can drive everywhere. Philip, in Naples, are there many Trump signs? Are there many Biden signs? What do you think, Florida? How do you think Florida is going to? How do you think Naples is going to vote? I have a bad feeling too. Hasn't Florida already counted the mail votes? 538 reported. Then 38% of the votes have been counted already. I'm not sure about that. I'll check back in the updates in a moment. Brendan, got my liberal tier cup ready. I've nothing against people voting Trump. I'd like to know how you personally have benefited from voting for Trump. That's my question. I'm not in the United States, so I don't understand why. I would vote for a candidate based on policies. What policies have they implemented that benefit me as an individual? When I ask Trump supporters, their response is build the wall, make America great, the Constitution, and that's about it. So if anyone has any justifications personally for voting for Trump, I'd like to hear them. Georgia is predicted a 61.9% Biden, but Clinton was 3%. Love the Trump tweet of his extended YMCA dance. Oh my God. Florida 48%, counter 51% Biden. This kind of clown winning idiots votes. Let me just leave you for a moment. I'm just going to look. There's another update here. It says Trump is looking much better in the key swing state of Florida after disappointing early results for Joe Biden from Miami-Dade. Early voting in Miami-Dade is 54%, 45% Biden, with 1 million votes cast. It was Clinton plus 29 in 2016. Dems did better. Hope election day looked better. Exit polls from Morning Consult found that both Biden and Trump supporters said that they wanted the election to be over. About 90% of Biden voters and 84% of Trump's voters said they just want it to be over, while 80% of Biden voters and 63% of Trump voters also feel anxious about the election. This Miami vote has me very worried. So you see here Biden 3, Trump 8. This is just, because some certain states have been already called, but they are expected to go that way. Let's see what, let me just update 538 if they have some more. So is the tipping point state Pennsylvania? What does it say here? So Pinellas County in Florida, home to Tampa, looks promising for Biden so far. He leads by 37,000 votes, with 75% reported. That number so far includes very little election day vote, which would help Republicans. But Republicans led the election day vote by around 21,000. It's interesting also down ballot voting. So like if, for example, some senators have already won their seats, if they're Democrats, it's looking better for Trump, or for Biden. Sorry. Let's see if the no, we don't have another update. Let me look at some of your comments. There are honestly no reason to vote for Trump. Remember the 80s and 90s, all those movies. It's modeled after Trump. Yes. Vote for the bad guy. Let me see. So BBC on Trump on 11x votes, and AP has 3 for Biden, and Trump 8. Live update for Florida. Florida, I'm uninsured. Since 2016, the population of black people who are mainly Democrat has risen a lot. So based on the Dems may have the upper hand. Look at the markets, Max. But the last time I looked at the betting markets, it was looking very good for Joe Biden. Wonder if any Irish are in Florida on here. Next poll closes at 3 or 4 minutes, I think. Great. Thanks for that update, Jack. God bless Trump. Is that a request or is it a suggestion? Excuse me if you hear me drinking. That's me with some. It's Paulinger. Paulinger is a beer from Munich. Very good beer. Very nice beer. I like my German beer. What are the odds of each swing state? I'll go to... let me bring up the other one for 538. You look at each of the polling for each of the swing states. So election forecast. So if we look at, so the odds are 69 to 31 for Biden, according to 538 polling. Biden has held a consistent lead in, according to polling for the last forever. So Trump has never held a lead since June in Florida. So it's very interesting if okay, polls close in North Carolina and Ohio. So It's 7:30 Eastern Time, so polls have now closed in the battleground states of North Carolina and Ohio. Donald Trump won both states in 2016, but Joe Biden's team has been particularly optimistic about winning North Carolina. North Carolina has also holding a key Senate race as Democrat Cal Cunningham seeks to unseat Republican incumbent Tom Tillis. Polls are now closed in West Virginia, but Trump is expected to win easily that state. Let me see. I'm very worried about this Miami-Dade result. Is this an early indicator for Donald Trump? Biden win in Florida would be amazing. You should do some viewer discussions on Discord. I'm not sure how to bring that up now. I volunteer. National polls don't matter. It's all about Florida. Yeah, I agree. Not completely, because if Florida, Max, since you have beers, you have hamsters got for tonight working on social hours, you must look after them. Yeah, please tell me if the stream goes down or if you have some problems. We'll see. I'll see about bringing the the hamsters back on board. He needs to be sanctioned. No president ever calls himself a big brain genius. Nor would he suggest drinking bleach or nuking a hurricane. That's the rabid ramblings of an insane mind. I agree. And it would just get worse, deep thought. I think it would just get worse if he's re-elected. A wealthy billionaire, a man of the people. Yes. Sounds like a Tory. Trump needs Florida. Biden doesn't. Yeah, that's a good point. Trump really if Trump loses Florida, it's over. If Biden loses Florida, he has other ways to get to the White House. Now, if he loses Florida by a razor-thin margin, Biden I'm talking about, he still has a good chance of winning. If he loses in a landslide in Florida, then we have to get very, very worried. Actually, the poll results are so accurate, you could skip the vote and just go to the poll results. No need to connect the voting machines to anything. I want to see Trump's links with Epstein. Biden is greater than Trump. Yes. Anything is greater than Trump. Quick couple of hours, Max. Yes, actually, no, because I thought the results would come in later, and then I saw, well, crap, the results are coming in already. Florida 59% counted, Biden 49.4, Trump 49.7. Not good. Not good. Thanks for that, conservator. Polls close in Pennsylvania at 8, so in less than half an hour. Bowler Hat is in the chat. Great to have you on, Bowler Hat man. What, the exit polls? Trump is better than Andrew Jackson. Trump is the greatest small president in human history. Start measuring the orange jumpsuit. Okay, Trump wins West Virginia. No surprise here. Trump has won West Virginia, giving the president another 5 electoral votes. Of course, the key swing states, Ohio and North Carolina, were closed moments ago, are still too close to call. Let's see what 538 has. Okay, so we have some data here. No, this is chance of winning. It's not actual data. It's just a prediction. Okay, so there are also some issues here for this is from Nate Silver. He says there are also some issues here for Biden in the heavily Latino county of Florida. In a heavily Latino county of Florida, although note for Democrats did lead the election vote in Osceola. Best Florida results from Osceola County, 83% reporting. Biden 58.7%, Trump 40%. Another bad result for Biden in a heavily Latino county. Clinton won by 25 points, and Gillum won it by 21 points. Not good, guy. I don't like the way things are turning out so far. Go west, Ohio, Wisconsin later, I guess. Florida is key for now. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for a while before we see some of the other states come in. Elvis is now or never. I'm a dictator. Get me out of here. Don't count your orange chickens yet. No. Let me just mute myself for a moment. Okay, sorry, I was just refilling my glass of beer. Do you have to pay to enter Discord? On Discord we have if you become a patron, you have access to Discord immediately. So it's depends where you are. It's £3, $3, or €3 a month. And we have live stream, like types of live streams also. And we have Discord chats and discussions, and you can suggest videos and comments and things like that. Do you have Alexa or Google Assistant? Is that for me, dude? I don't really use Google Assistant that much. Florida has a pro-Trump. Okay, we have some more results, I think. Outside the Worship Place Church in Georgetown, Texas, Chris Fraser has just cast a ballot for Democrat nominee Joe Biden. He's got a lot more experience. Okay, so these are just comments from people. I'm more interested in results. So at the moment you can see Biden is 16, Trump has 13, but that's, just from some early results coming in. Let me see if there's any more news from 538. ABC News projects Republican wins in Kentucky 2nd District, 5th District, and Virginia 9th District. Note that ABC News is being more conservative with its projections than some other news organizations, which I think is a good move. You just want to be doubly sure that you're getting everything right about when people are voting by all different means. Yes. Well, I don't know if I know that there's a lot of doubt about this race, but Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb is projected to win. There wasn't really any doubt. Okay. I thought I must have missed stuff here. Goes back up to the top. 36. Okay, so ABC News predicts a Democratic win in North Carolina's 12th district. Republican win in Indiana's 8th district. Okay. So we don't really have a lot to go. Here we have another one. Ooh, Biden wins Virginia. Okay, so Joe Biden has won Virginia and his 13 electoral votes. The AP has just announced. Virginia was a swing state during Barack Obama's campaigns in 2008-2012, but it moved sharply towards the Democrats in recent years. So if we look at our map, Virginia, we can turn it blue. So we have a long way to go yet. Go Joe. I'm for whoever has the best environmental policies, and that would be Joe Biden, or the least worst, I should say. How has Trump still got any support? I think as I said during the stream, I'm afraid that a lot of people may have lied to pollsters. Many people were afraid to say, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. They said, yeah, I'm a Biden supporter, or I'm undecided. And then they went and voted for Trump. 3/4 of Florida, Biden ahead by 1.7%. It's better to be still a bit ahead than to be behind by 1.7%. Wouldn't matter if Biden is brain dead. At least it's his staff that are going to do all the work. I agree. Georgia has turned red. Anyone in Cumbria? Anyone Conway West? Kanye West? No, not yet. Trump has enabled white supremacy, yes. He has never criticized them because he knows that he needs them. He knows that they will always vote for him. So you don't piss off the base. Texas could go blue. Last time that happened was President Carter. It's possible, but I don't see it turning blue. Is FLA short for Florida? Yes, I think so. Orange Alien Sperm Demon 2020. Kanye victory speech. Oh yes, I'd love to hear that. He's like, I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm a proud vegan, bro. Yeah, great to have you on. Whatever. What's saying? Great to have you on. Hope you're well. Voting Donald Trump is like being a nonce. No one's going to admit it. Yes, I agree. No, FL is Florida. That's from AP Associated Press News. Florida, the polls have not closed in the Panhandle. Yeah, so until the results are fully in from Florida. But I'm nervous. I can imagine how poor Joe Biden is. I'm gonna try and keep this as entertaining as possible, but as you guys can imagine, these things are out of my hands. But your comments keep this entertaining, and we're up to 243 viewers. That's fantastic. I was only expecting about 10 or 15 people to show up because it's so damn late. The polls have not closed in the Panhandle. I would be depressed if he doesn't. SJ007, that's surely not a troll name. I forgot about Kanye. Yeah, that's what I was saying about Kanye. Wouldn't it be great if he... you are very entertaining, Max. Thank you very much, King Big K. It'd be interesting if Kanye came out and was like, yeah, thank you everyone, I won. Thanks, it was great. Like, no, you didn't win. Yeah, I won. In my mind, I won. That's all that's necessary. I can't sleep today, and neither can I, Giro, unfortunately. We're in Australia, 11:45 a.m. Okay, Ben, you're okay. Oh, there's a few Australians. That's great. I hope you're enjoying the channel. When is it going to be said? When is it going to be cold? We don't know. We're still waiting for some of the... Can someone mute. Let me see if I can mute. No, I can't. I can't. Okay. Florida looks like Biden leads by 1%. Oh, 1% is not comfortable. But if he wins Florida, it's bye Trump, and we can end the stream very soon. But I don't want to be, yes, feck the trolls. Well said, killer. But don't killer. Don't go overboard. Don't bother yourself too much about them. They just post their typical rubbish. I'm from the UK, but in Spain right now, and it's 1:43, and CBA and time to go to bed. Yes. Anyone who needs to go to bed, go to bed. Don't worry. There will be a world tomorrow. We hope. I won't. Wait. If he wins Florida, it's over. Yeah. If Joe Biden wins Florida, it means he has won enough votes. So if Trump held all the states that he won last time and lost just Florida, it's pretty much over. So that's Biden won Florida. It's over. Has it been called? The New York Times currently gives Trump 95% of winning Florida, which would mean we are in for a long election night, as DC bureau chief the LA Times noted. If Trump carries Florida, and right now it looks as if he's likely he will because of the Miami-Dade vote. The main impact is that we won't know the outcome of the election super early. This is a must-win state for Trump, not for Biden. This is going to be painful. Although we don't have the full results yet. But now, which is interesting because other people are saying that Biden is leading in Florida. This thing isn't updating. I click refresh and it doesn't update. Okay. Let's see what 538 have to say. Okay, so we're still on Vermont. If Trump wins a second term, it may well come by winning the Electoral College while losing the popular vote. In that case, Trump will be the first president ever to win twice without a popular vote victory. What do Americans think about the Electoral College? In an August Gallup survey, 61% of Americans supported amending the Constitution to create a national popular vote, while 38% were opposed. Yeah, but you need a majority in Congress and the Senate, I think. So Trump is doing better with Hispanic voters, especially those with college degrees. The gap in support between Clinton and Trump in 2016 compared to polling between Biden and Trump in 2020 among Hispanic voters by age, gender, and level of education. I really don't understand this. I really don't understand. Not the data. I don't understand the data. I don't understand why. While we're thinking about Florida voters and waiting for others to come in, the New Americans. Okay, so really, is it the case that Trump is looking likely to win Florida because Latinos who were called, rapists and killers are voting for Trump? Just another piece on voting. I'm really concerned about Florida. Go back to this one. Back to your comments, guys. If Trump wins, what exactly does it mean for the UK in your opinion? It's more likely that Donald Trump's friend Boris Johnson will go for no deal. because he will see, see, the idiots have won. Let's go down the idiot route. Let's go for a no-deal Brexit. So it'll be extremely damaging for the UK, and it's more likely that Boris Johnson will sign away the National Health Service. It will be sold off faster. Americans fear socialism, especially the Latino community from countries with bad socialist, communist leaders. Trump and the GOP have pushed hard the narrative that Biden is a commie thing there. Really don't understand this idea. How can anyone with a brain think that Joe Biden is a communist or a communist sympathizer or a socialist? These people have no understanding what socialism actually is. Lead down to 0.6% in Florida. I really hope Biden wins for Ireland's sake. Yeah, there is. I don't think. See, the thing about the trade deal is that Boris Johnson wants to have a trade deal with the US, but he's not going to throw Northern Ireland under a bus because Republicans and Democrats in the US Congress would not allow him to do that. It's not a Trump thing. It's more a congressional thing. Trump supporters have no brain. Once again, voting against your own interests. How does Trump actually help you? Because he doesn't like Venezuela. Okay. And how does that help you? A lot of Venezuela, as well as now in Florida. You're missing the point about Latinos. These voting are already in US, and newcomers are a real competition for them and not other US citizens. Thank you very much for that, Christoph. That makes it very good. Yeah, they're basically racist against their own people. We don't want any more immigrants coming in here. We're the immigrants now. We don't want more of them because it's bad for our. It drives down wages or whatever. Well, he's a children-eating demon who drinks blood. Or did I miss anything? Trump is in bed with Putin and Kim. That's a horrible image, Katrina. Just think about that image for a moment, okay? You have embedded it in our brains. Hope Biden wins. Trump turkeys. So I think we have some more data from The Guardian. No, 3 minutes ago. No, it's still. Let me see. Actually, I should update some of these. So we have. No, I closed this one. Well, Vermont. Well, no, Vermont is already blue. Trump wins Kentucky. Kentucky is already red. Don't need to change that. Okay, so it says here, according to the New York Times precinct analysis, Biden is underperforming Clinton among some types of democratic groups, demographic groups in Florida, but it's not enough to offset his underperformance among Hispanics. Is outperforming, sorry. So he's doing better in some demographics, but he's doing very badly in Hispanics. Why? Once of these, yeah, we prefer to vote for fascism than for neoliberalism. Cuban neighborhoods plus 12 Republican. Majority Hispanic plus 11 Republican. Now, it's not the end of the world for Joe Biden, because the Hispanic community in Wisconsin, I don't think is massive. So it could be really just a Florida thing, but we will see. ABC's first presidential race projection for the night is for Biden to win Vermont. Okay. gave him greater than 99%. Plugging the support project into our interactive forecast tells us little. Keeping Trump and Biden's odds of winning the Electoral College the same when appropriate. Okay, these guys are going to update. But I'm very surprised with Florida, because 538 basically called it for Joe Biden. Well, they called it, but the polling was heavily towards Joe Biden. So Trump will get a lot of support if he's jailed. The likes of Zuckerberg, Dorsey, Tim Cook, Soros, Bill Gates, etc. But he's not going to do that. He can't do that. He's not dictator yet. Biden for president. We just want Trump out of office. Yeah, it's always. I've said this before. It's always a vote for Trump or against Trump. You're not really voting for Biden. I really just don't understand Latino voters. You guys have told me yes because of Venezuela, because of Cuba. But do they really believe that Joe Biden is Che Guevara in disguise? Che Guevara didn't die. He lived on in the US Senate. I would love Biden to win, but how is it better for Europe? It's better for Europe because Joe Biden is open, I think, to trade deals with the European Union, to actually rebuilding partnerships with the European Union. Donald Trump is about breaking things, not actually constructing things. So it would help in a way, but I think the European Union have moved away from dealing with the president and their administration. They're playing the long game. They're actually working closer with states. For example, California. They understand how important California is. If California was a country, it would be a huge economy on its own. So the European Union are actually reaching out to states like California because they understand that going forward, their administrations have long-term views, unlike a president who focuses really on just 4 years. Dude, same reason the Italians voted for Berlusconi, empty machoism. You have a point there, dude. Damn you, dude. Other artists that work in Venezuela, general impression from him, and it's what he's observed is Biden is preferred, but Trump is seen as most likely to act against the government if it came to it. Do these people believe that Venezuela is going to invade Florida or something? Biden will not win, but will not win what? We want common sense, Max, and the end of this far right surge. Voting against is symmetrical. People vote against Trump or against Biden. This is almost no voting for. But I think it's always the case. You vote for more of the same, or you vote for less of the same. And by voting against something, you're saying, I don't want this anymore. Oh, we have lots of trolls on the stream tonight. Brendan still hasn't answered my question. I'm disappointed. So it says here, 3 minutes ago, about 80% of votes in, Joe Biden leads by 0.4% in the pivotal state of Florida, with later votes expected to favor Trump. As I remember, Florida is a must-win state for Trump, while Biden can afford to lose it and still potentially win the presidency. However, a Biden win in Florida will certainly eliminate any chance of Trump winning re-election. So a potential loss is is a big one for Democrats. Yeah, I think so. The idea that Trump would win Florida is not good, but it depends on where Trump is winning support. if it's in the Latino, the crazy Latino section of society who think that, Venezuela is going to invade at any moment. I don't think many of these people live in Wisconsin or Michigan or Pennsylvania, so it might be... Okay, we have some more data. Polls close in dozens of states, including Pennsylvania. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so polls are now closed in dozens of U.S. states, including the pivotal state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is viewed as the likeliest tipping point state in the presidential race, so it may take a while to count ballots there because of the higher rate of absentee voting this year. Trump wins South Carolina. Trump has won South Carolina and its 9 electoral votes. Trump was expected to win South Carolina, so we have... And Senate race for remains too close to call. So the Senate race for Lindsey Graham and Jimmy Harrison is too close to call. South Carolina was red, so it stays red. Still nothing interesting. I hope Trump gets at least gets a nice and daily TV show in case he loses. He's like a good talker. I hate seeing the red bar increasing at all. Election is neck and neck in Florida, but Trump is way ahead in Georgia. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Am I a troll? I'm only being asking to respond to questions, contributing in a friendly way. No, that's... I'm sorry, Brendan, I missed your comment. Can you tell me once again, if you've already said it, how do you benefit personally from Trump winning? It must be worrying knowing either presidency or prison. Illinois will never stay blue. Trumpets want to change it to red. American health food standards are disgusting. I want nothing to do with that. Yeah, we don't want private health care in Europe. We don't want chlorinated chicken or hormone-treated beef in Europe either. Biden 30, Trump 18. Let me see. Five new posts. I wish this thing wouldn't jump all the way down to the bottom. More forecasts. Okay, we don't actually know data. Just forecasts. Okay, ABC forecast that Joe Biden will win Delaware, yes, and Ohio 6th District. Delaware, where is Delaware? It's a tiny place. Delaware, it's already blue. Brendan, so I won't say personally, but the reason I voted Brexit, oh my god, and the second time was the deal he spoke of. How does Biden benefit you personally? One of the reasons anyway. So you voted for Brexit, so you're not in the UK, so you're not voting for Donald Trump. But Donald Trump doesn't benefit me. For voting for Joe Biden doesn't benefit me. I'm not voting in the United States. So I don't understand why you're supporting Donald Trump. I'm not supporting Biden. I'm against Donald Trump. I prefer Donald Trump to lose. I don't know what Joe Biden is going to do, but I know he's not going to be Donald Trump. I've said this before. You're not voting. People are not voting for Joe Biden. They're voting against Donald Trump. They don't want more of the same, because nobody knows what Joe Biden is going to do. Now, you voted for Brexit. The second time was the deal he spoke of. I assume you mean Boris Johnson's deal. You mean the withdrawal agreement. Watching Joe Rogan on my TV and you my tablet, Max. I'm flattered. Thank you so much. I imagine Joe Rogan is doing a much better job than I am, although he has a lot more experience than I do. I think the polls are wrong again. Drums to the bass whoop. I have a feeling you're right. I think the poll. I think they're. I think we're. I have a horrible feeling we're going to be looking at this and saying, "Oh, look, no, the deal Trump mentioned. He said it would be lucrative, and I believe him." No, I don't understand. You said you voted for Brexit, so I assume you're in the UK. What deal did Trump mention? I don't understand. Brendan, do you live in the UK or do you not? Trump earlier saying he would declare on the night the whole world is waiting. I was a Bernie voter. I'd rather have a neoliberal than a fascist. It's vote for fascism or vote against fascism. That's what it is. Who do you hope wins, Max? I hope Biden. Yeah, I hope. I hope Donald Trump loses. So by default, I hope Joe Biden wins. Joe Biden is not perfect. Very far from perfect. But it's about this election is about Donald Trump. Trump 95% certain to win Florida. Trump still in. Richard, I'm a Bernie fan too. Let me see. Selling the NHS is lucrative for some people. It definitely is. If the NHS is sold off to the Americans, it will be the American private health insurance companies will profit. The pharmaceutical companies will profit, and Tory MPs will profit. You know who won't profit? It will be ordinary people. They will be worse off. And they will be sold the lie that, no, it's actually better this way. Biden winning suburban Ohio vote could be an indicator for Pennsylvania postal early votes. ABC Australia analysts. Trump will want conditions to any deal he makes. I'm not sure about that. Georgia going for Biden, it seems. Wow. So if that's the case, it could be... Okay, Trump wins Alabama. What a surprise. So Trump has won the states of Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama. So they were expected. But I think it's the Latino vote which could be disruptive. So Trump picks up four states while Biden wins 7 others. So Biden wins Delaware. Okay, that was expected. No real surprises there. South Carolina. Okay, we've seen that already. No, it's 2 a.m. here. Just to go off topic for a moment. If you want to know what Trump supporters are like, so an armed man was arrested outside North Carolina polling station for possibly intimidating other voters. Yeah, I'll turn up to a polling station with a gun, holding an unconcealed firearm. He was charged with second-degree trespassing. Not with intimidating voters. Launch him into the sun. And he's look how short he is. Is the gun a compensation? Is the beard a compensation? I don't know. Nothing like, defending the Constitution, then turning up at a polling station to block people from voting, from exercising their constitutional right. No, Max. I'd rather rather here with you than Joe. Oh, thank you so much, Scraggy Bear. At least Joe Rogan will not say thank you to people individually. I will do that. You don't think Joe Biden would do a trade? I'm missing a lot of the comments here, so apologies to people if I don't respond to all of your comments. Also, we have 218 viewers. That's fantastic, especially at 2 a.m. here in Italy. Democrats should turn up in tanks. If Biden wins Texas, it's game over for Trump. Definitely, but I don't see Biden winning Texas. It's a bit of a long shot, to say the least. Let's see if 538 has any more updates. I wish they wouldn't keep jumping down here. 9 new posts. Let's see. Delaware, okay. Let's go up. Come on. Okay, these are just districts, so it's hard to tell. ABC is also projecting Republican wins in Florida the 3rd, Georgia 10th, Ohio 4th, and Ohio 8th. I said this is about House races, so it's not actually presidential. Okay. Oh, no. Mitch McConnell wins re-election. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has won re-election in Kentucky despite Democrat Amy McGrath long shot bid to unseat him. He's probably the most horrible person in U.S. state history, Senate history, Mitch McConnell. But he was expected to win, really. Yeah, was widely expected to win re-election. Once again, what does he deliver? What does he actually... How does he help people? This is what I don't understand. Let's see. Biden is winning Texas. No, I don't see Biden winning Texas. Who said Biden is winning? Guys, don't post things if you don't know, because it knocks me off kilter. So we just have we can get rid of that guy for a while. Any more from 538? No. But Mitch McConnell is probably the most horrible people of all time. God help the human race. Yeah, Biden is winning Texas. I'm looking at it. Really, Zach? But not all the voting has been counted. So Florida 50.1, Biden 48.8. It's possible that Biden wins in other places. He loses Florida, but he wins other places. Like if he won Texas instead of Florida. Biden leading in Texas? No, I don't think so. Only a small percentage of votes have been counted in Texas, yes. He's leading right now. Yeah, but he could be leading in ballots counted, in postal ballots, but not in actual in-person ballots. Biden winning Texas is a bit surprising. Florida is very tight. Biden does lead. Winning it, he hasn't won it yet. Florida is making me depressed. Me too. Only a few votes counted. Biden leading in Kansas. I don't see that happening. BBC has Biden 13% lead at 25% count. Where is that, Jim? For Texas. So Trump has Florida. So let's see if... it says here, ABC has projects Donald Trump to win Indiana, which is expected. Will win the Senate state, and Republican Bill Haggerty will win